Näslana, ogi dota galanite, aleskuskis taliskis the goey, ijali allegius hoy, nagadi janis kadai. Father, thank you for this time and fellowship together. Lord, thank you for helping us come together for the betterment of Cherokee people and continue to guard our minds and our hearts and help us to always keep in mind our communities and keep everyone safe, Lord, this winter. In Jesus' name, amen.
Kendra McGady, Melvina Shot Pouch, Sasha Black Fox Qualls, Danny Callison, Julia Coates, Joe Deere, Kevin Easley, Ashley Grant, Uriah Grass, Lisa Hall,
Here.
Clifton Hughes, Johnny Kidwell, Daryl Legg, Dora Petskowski, Cody Poindexter,
Honey.
Joshua Sam, Kendessa Teehee.
Ahani.
We have a quorum, barely.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Brittany.
You guys have the report. Do you have any questions for me? Okay.
You done a great job over the snow deal.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
you
you.
was awesome, taking care of everybody.
Let's try. Thank you.
Anybody else have any question for Brittany? Candace?
Are we going to be handling the summer nutrition program again coming up?
That would be WIC, I believe. For the kids
Yeah, through the schools.
through the schools.
I thought they applied through the Gadugi portal.
Probably so. That's not. That would be
Public health.
Public health. Yes. I was
Okay.
like, hang on a
All
second. You're spinning my wheels. Like, what am I doing?
You want, anytime someone needs help, I think Brittany.
Hey, that's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll get you an answer.
Okay. Anybody else got a question for Brittany? I guess not.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, now we move down to the Department of Transportation. Michael Lynn.
Good afternoon. Good to see you guys. You have a copy of our report, but I do just want to touch on just a few things, and then I want to make a couple of introductions. On the water and sanitation side, we've got new water storage tanks being nearing completion in both Nowata and Lenapaw, and we've got a water storage tank in Roland that's just now getting started. So those are underway as we speak. As far as water projects go, we've got water projects going in Collinsville, Stillwell, and Jay, and then we've got some sanitary sewer projects going in Jay, Tahlequah, and Kenwood. Also, this past month, we've attended a pre-construction meeting for the Oaks water system improvement project that we've got coming up. They're trying to get it off the ground. And then also, I want to make mention, hopefully you saw some public information on our water survey that we have out there. Right now, it's on the Gadugi portal. I want to encourage you, each of you, to take it, even if you're on city water. We want to know. We want that data. Encourage your constituents to take that, especially if they've had issues in the past and you run across them. Encourage them to take that. We need as much data as we can to help drive some of our decision making. So, if you got any questions on that, certainly let me know. As far as the transportation portion goes, you've probably came in through this way, down through Tahlequah. Our sidewalk project is underway, moving along well. The snow did set them back just a little bit, but nothing major. Right now, they're working on some. Biggest priority for them is a box extension that you'll see right there near Willis Road. They're having to extend a big concrete box in order to accommodate the sidewalk over the top of it. Once that's done, the sidewalk should progress pretty quickly from there. We held a meeting this week with the engineer on phase 2 of that project that will bring it out towards farther south, but out towards where how the housing offices are there at the old auto dealership. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. The auto dealership out there, your housing offices, the Quonset hut. Anyway, can't, there you go, 5,000 South Muskogee, right next door to Sam's. Anyway, that's going to be phase 2, and then phase 3, we'll bring it on out to Durban Feeling, and that'll be at a later date. We do have a couple of overlay projects that are out to bid, Bryant Road and Summerfield Hollow Road. Bryant Road's located in west part of Cherokee County. Summerfield Hollow is located in Delaware County. Those are out to bid. We have a bid opening scheduled on that on February 24th of this month. Lastly, I want to mention transit. And every month in our report, you get a transit report which is an overview of what we did that previous month. And you'll see in that report that it's the first part report, or first thing in there really you'll see is a bar graph, and it's a rolling ride count on a rolling year basis. And you'll see that ride count for our citizens and Native Americans alike, it runs about 115 to 117,000 rides a month. So, it's not a month, sorry, on an annual basis, on a rolling annual basis. It's a heavily used program. A lot of people, as you know, rely on it. I get calls from a lot of you on different needs that our citizens have. But today, I want to introduce someone who we work with, and we've worked with for a long, long time. And over the next few months, I want to bring each of these, our transit partners in and introduce you to them. But this month, we've got with us Charla Sloan. She's with Kaiboy Area Transit System, and she's a director. She's based out of Stigler. She was really our first transit partner. We began our relationship, I think, in about 2007 with a route, a fixed route from Sallisaw to Tahlequah is kind of where it began, and it's just grown exponentially since then. She currently operates, I'm sure she'll tell you a little bit about her fleet, but she currently operates 18 of our vehicles that we've provided for that service, for her the CATS service, and then among the other providers that we work with. So, Charla, if you would, I'd like you to come up and say a few words. You want me to pass those out?
Yes, if you don't
Sure
mind.
will. Sure will.
I don't you? That's what I said. I said, everybody loves chip clips. You never can have too many chip clips. But thank you, Michael. Like Michael said, I'm Charla Sloan. I started coming, we opened up transit in Tahlequah in 1999. CATS came here, and one of the first stops, I stopped here and to talk to the chief and some others, and at that time there was no funding. But in 2006 there was some funding for tribal transit, so we worked up a partnership and we bought one bus. We now have 18, and we're also getting ready. We received a grant, or Cherokee Nation did, and I know you guys probably heard about it. We're going to be building an office and maintenance facility. We met about that today. So that's going to be like the frosting on the cake. We're so excited. But we cover 3 counties, or CATS does, Cherokee, Adair, and Sequoia. And here in Tahlequah, if you guys are out at our new office right now that we're residing in is in 1020 Moccasin Road. Did we run out of chip clips? Oh, my goodness. I have more. Oh, no. I will get more. But anyway, we are officing out of there, and in that office alone, we have 28 vehicles, and 10 of those vehicles are by Cherokee Nation. So we have come a long ways together. We are great partners. We provide lots of transportation, and I know everybody says, I see CATS buses everywhere, you know. We provide a lot of free transportation for people that are over 60 years of age. If they sign up on EODD, we'll give them free trips. Cherokee Nation subsidizes transportation for their citizens, and it's just 50 cents a ride. There's all kinds of things out there. There's Sooner Ride, which is Medicaid transportation, which will be free to the people. So between Cherokee Nation and CATS, we have lots of opportunities for people to get to where they need to go. We have routes that come from Stillwell to Tahlequah, from Stillwell to West Salem Springs, from Salisal to Tahlequah, from Tahlequah to Peggs. We have these routes. We have a Catoosa route that goes to Hard Rock. We have 3 shifts. So we have buses coming in at midnight. So there's lots of opportunity. We also go to Pryor. We connect with Pelivan Transit at Shodo on a lot of our routes. And I know you guys know Kendra. She couldn't make it today to the
yeah, that's
council.
what I was
She said, I can't be there to support you, but she's with me in spirit. Her mom was in the hospital, and she's just getting out, so she wasn't able to make it today. But we connect with them. So there's such a great partnership connecting different transit systems together, and with the Cherokee Nation, we are able to do so much. And I know that was what was discussed when we first started transit. There was no funding for tribal transit, and then it started just little bits and pieces. But they said, you know what? Why reinvent the wheel? You guys are here. Let's work together and see how we'll be able to do so much more. And look at us now. You know, Rob and I were talking about that earlier. We have come so far with our transit dollars and for what we provide. And I just want to tell the council, I just thank you guys so much for being a partner with CATS. And if ever that we can do anything, just get a hold of Michael or Rob or, some of his office, and they'll get a hold of me, but we'll try to do whatever we can do to provide the services that people, you have to have a vehicle to get to work. You have to have a vehicle to get to the doctor. There's a lot of things you can do without, but you have to have transportation. And we have the best transportation in the state of Oklahoma. So thank you for partnering with us. And if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer.
Anybody got questions for? No, don't look.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, council. I do also want to introduce Robert Endicott. Robert is our transportation planner there in the transportation department and been with us for a long, long time and does a lot of the coordination on the transit side, but also on the road and bridge construction side. I believe there's a resolution on your agenda for today that Robert plays a big part in preparing those and getting that type of data and information ready to put roads on our inventory. So. But yeah, like Charlotte said, if there's any questions on CATS or ever for CATS directly or for a portion of what we operate, definitely reach out and let me know. So with that, Madam Chair.
Anybody got a question for Michael? Cody?
I just wanted to extend my gratitude and a thank you to you and your water and sanitation department and Todd Enlow and housing for helping me with the constituent last week. That one made my head spin around a little bit. And she texted me today and said that Cherokee Nation came and fixed everything, and she was very happy and
Perfect.
very thankful for everything. So thank you guys for doing that for me. And also on the water survey, is it possible you could email us that information? That way we can share it with our constituents
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely.
Or if we wanted to post it to our social medias, and we can
Sure.
make sure to get the word out.
Absolutely, and thank you for mentioning that again. I should have mentioned when I was talking about that, we should be keeping that survey up until around April, first part of April, I think, is how long we've got. So, yes, I'll send that link out to Shelley, and she can distribute it to all of you. So thank you for those kind words too, Counselor.
Anybody else? Danny?
Yeah, Michael, are we getting closer to Snake Creek, Iron Post, and getting the water on the south side of the turnpike there? I know most of that now is Councilor Blacklock's Qualls is area that I lost, but I know the people are still. We've got a community meeting coming up later on this month, and I know that'll be a big question they'll ask us.
Yes, it's still moving along, and it's still on the books, still planned for construction. Just trying to develop and finalize the plans on that, but yes, absolutely still moving along. Thank you.
Anyone else? Well, thank you, Michael, and also thank you for taking care of my sister during the snowstorm.
Absolutely, I'm happy to do it. Thank you all.
Thank you. Right, and moving on, Housing Services, Todd Enlow.
Good afternoon, council. So no pokes at Michael Lynn. However, if you're a Seinfeld fan, all I can think of is no chip clips for you. You come back 6 months. That'd be a lesson to you, counselor.
He likes them, though.
So updates out of our report on the third page, just the general applications. Again, we served about 4,800 households in the month of December. We have about 6,800, almost 6,900 that are pending on applications. And then the other thing I wanted to highlight is on the down payment or mortgage assistance program. Top part of that page, so far we've assisted 26 households so far this fiscal year. The average household income is just under 28,000, and the equity created inside that investment that we're applying towards their long-term home ownership is 22%. So nearly 1/4 of their home's equity is being supplied by their down payment assistance. And on the very last page is our housing rehab programs, our statistics. And we posted 25 jobs in the month of December. Jobs under contract was 141, and we completed 86 in that same month. So I'm not going to name the individual, but there's somebody that's burdened my heart for the last several weeks. Been a long-time employee of the Housing Authority, does work in rehab, had a massive health setback. Got word over the weekend that he took a step backwards. And so our housing rehab team has been working to fill the void that he has left. So keep him and his family in your prayers as he continues to fight that battle. And then one other employee I would like to recognize, former employee, is Joe Locust. Joe worked in the Salisaw office for many years, and I will tell you that Joe is one of the strongest people I've ever met in my entire life. Most people didn't know this, but he was undergoing cancer treatment in his eye, and he would work half a day and then get in the car at noon and then drive to his cancer treatment, get treatment, go home, recover that night, come back in the next morning and do it all over 4 to 5 days a week. And so he retired, but we lost Joe, and staple in that community and staple for us. So we're going to miss him. Other things I'd like to highlight for you. Many of you participated with us today as we opened up Sequoia Heights, community building there and play space, as well as a storm shelter. And we connected that community via sidewalks and made some other site improvements there. That was a funding provided through the HUD ARPA funding that was received in response to COVID, and it came directly from HUD. And then we also were successful in a $500,000 grant from the Federal Home Loan Bank of Topeka. And so opened that up today and celebrated that with our elders there at Sequoia Heights. Just about 2-3 weeks ago now, we participated with HUD in a best practices seminar. They have been impressed with what we've been doing with several of our self-sufficiency initiatives. And so they asked us to share our story and the things that we're doing, as well as our policies, because they believe not only tribes, but other public housing institutions can learn from the things that we're doing. And so we participated in that during the Snowmageddon apocalypse of that Monday. And so we hosted that there. Subset of that is a Section 184 skilled workers. This is a program that we've been working on for a while. It's a new initiative. We are the first tribal nation in the United States to take advantage of it. We'll have some more news coming out about that, but they were very excited about what we've done associated with that. We are probably, Councilor Teehee, we're probably, I'm going to guess 45 to 60 days out, depending upon weather, for Autumn Woods. We did a final punch walkthrough on several of the houses, but we're getting awfully close there. So that's 14 homes just southwest of Grandview School. Keys is moving along nicely. The thing we're waiting on right now is just getting 911 addresses squared away so we can get utilities and septic systems associated with that site. And then we'll be able to go back in, lay sidewalks, and dress out the rest of the site. So the homes themselves are pretty well ready, except for we've got some porches, covered porches, as well as ramps and other things we'll be placing in those. So it'll still looks a lot different from where it's going to be from where it is today. Lots of work going on at Cherry Tree. We've already completed 3 or 4 and continue to work on those. And we also received some funding from Federal Home Loan Bank of Topeka for that project as well. And I don't think I've made the announcement, but we'll have some more information coming out. But we received another grant that will specifically tied to either home rehabs or wraparound services. Or the IDA iSafe program, but it's specifically for veterans of Cherokee veterans. And so this is a partnership where we'll be working with both Human Services as well as Veterans Affairs and the Housing Authority to do these wraparound services. So we'll have more announcements coming about that. With that, I will hush.
Anybody got any questions for Todd? Sandra?
No question, but I believe that's your team that's still working at Lost City. I just want to acknowledge and thank them. They are doing significant work on their cleanup efforts there, and it looks amazing, and everyone is very excited for what's to come in that community. So thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. And we've still got to work on some design plans on layout and a couple other things, so.
Cody?
Have you guys seen an influx in iSave applications?
Yes, I told you I was going to get that data, and I'm trying to remember the numbers. So last year, we did 52 households, 52 applications, the entire year. Just since we announced it in October, we've matched that, 52. And so we have seen a lot of growth in the program, and so in the first 3 months, we've already outpaced what we did for the entire year.
Boy, I've been pushing it because I had just 5 last week. I said, you better go apply for ISA. So there's a lot of interest, and I'm glad to see that program. So
A lot of people looking at trying to get some more chip clips.
apparently I can't save them.
Yeah.
Lisa?
Todd, I just want to say how great Sequoia Heights Community Building looks. I know you all put details into the community for what fits that community, so you guys do a lot of thought and process in that, and I appreciate the time and stuff of you and your staff. I know how excited the elders are there, and I know it's going to be, it'll connect and build relationship and everything, but I just want to say thank you to you and your staff.
Thank you. I will say that I've already had a conversation with the public health team for the playground space that's out there, as well as, other initiatives to try and engage our public health team and do some instruction on, nutrition, and as well as ways to stay active out there on the playground site and how to use some of the equipment. So they're excited about going out there and interacting with the elders.
Anyone else got a question? Thank you, Todd, and I drove by the old football field. It looks a lot bigger than it did since everything's off of it now. It looks huge.
Yeah,
So
we're going to have to put a lot of houses out there to fill that
that's
up.
right, to cover it all up. Well, you can save half of it for the community building. No. Thank you, and good report.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to old business. We have none pending. New business. Lisa, would you read that?
Sorry, I've lost my page.
It's on page 1.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. That's what it says.
Sorry. Okay, nope, I'm on, okay. So, on 26-016, a resolution authorizing the Bureau of Indian Affairs, BIA, to revise and update the Cherokee Nation's inventory of tribal transportation facilities. I put this in a form of a motion.
Second.
We have motion, any discussion? None? So, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Moving on to, different page. Announcements, anybody have any announcement, community service? Okay. I guess the next meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, March 9th at 4 PM, and I need another motion. All in favor? Aye. Adjourn.